Welcome to the Heavyweight Podcast.
The message behind saying the title of the Heavyweight Podcast is to be able to say that we can weigh in on some heavy shit. You know, what we're talking about is important from every aspect of it. It's a heavy weight. It's not just about physical weight, but the weight of things that can weigh our minds. So I think it's dope that we can have this conversation. What's good? This is episode 111 of the Heavyweight Podcast. I am Studden McFly back again with these three guys. Go ahead and state your name for the beautiful people out here.
I am Kevin Wendell, old ass Ellis.
It's your boy Melissa the Grouch.
And they call me Hunter.
Is that English?
Hunter.
And they,
Old ass Ellis.
Old English. Nah, man, I'm getting old, baby. I'm getting old, baby. That's all. That's all.
You're gonna eat tea and crumpets?
No, biscuits.
Biscuits?
Biscuits. They call them biscuits, but they're cookies.
So when you're offering penis, did you say fancy a fuck?
Yes.
Shit. How are your weeks?
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. When this airs, I will be 39. So thank you.
Oh, shit,
Appreciate
really?
it, guys. Yeah, I'm old now. I'm catching up to you, old ass.
So this is a lineage.
Yeah,
You're old ass too.
We're almost a 40 plus podcast.
Hey. Hold on, say you gonna be how old, Kevin?
39.
Damn.
39. Don't do that, man. Don't make now Hunter over here smart.
I would do that every time. Ever since I seen that Kevin Hart when he did that to the Don Chino. I don't do that shit every time somebody said age. Don Chino was so offended.
That nigga's old. If you realize how long Don Cheadle's been acting, you're like, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. Like, damn. Like Jackie Chan. I didn't know he was like 111.
Hey, I'll tell you honestly right now, when you turn 40, you're going to enjoy it. You know?
You would know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You almost to 50.
All the way up into that prostate.
Hey, I can't wait till I turn 50.
You gonna do it all, huh? You
done how many prostate exams have you gotten, Hunter?
None. Well, I have not had none within the last decade or so.
But you have had prostate.
You need to. As much sport as you need.
I'm gonna go.
No, I know. I got a doctor's visit coming up, so I know I'm gonna have to address that issue. But yeah, because I'm at the.
I heard that was the thing not to look at for it.
Just make sure he glove up, and he'll go in there.
Why you seem like you don't want to do it? They got other ways to check too. If you don't want to.
Oh no, that don't bother me. The whole action of what it is doesn't bother me. It is what it is. I mean,
you used to bend it over.
See what I'm saying?
This is what don't talk about this shit.
I didn't want to take it to an area where he's gonna be like, "This is the heavy." All right, then just shut it all down. But whatever.
You're right. I may have been out of pocket.
You said you did it. Like, well, you think the doctor would be mad if you? Is that natural?
I'm so glad you cut out. What the fuck did you say?
A natural to fart?
Oh, if you farted on his hand while he was trying to slide it in?
Whoa. Slide it in, huh? Whoa.
Pause.
I know it's coming up. But I mean, honestly and truthful, I'm not too worried about the whole prostate thing. I've looked into it. I don't have none of the symptoms of what it is. What you can tell your symptoms before. So
good deal.
Yeah. I guess I'm not worried about it. I know I got to have that chest, but it is what it is. You got to sometimes be in an uncomfortable situation to learn things.
I went to Las Vegas. That was fun. That was a good time part of my week.
I'm trying to do an impression of Hunter's anus.
Now I will tell you this. I don't look forward to a colonoscopy.
You know what? Some wild shit.
Hell no.
With Vaseline on this shit.
No. I have had one done, and it was a very creepy feeling. I will definitely say that.
Don't they shove a camera
They didn't sedate you?
No, not a colonoscopy, prostate exam.
I thought colonoscopies you stay awake, but you under.
They got a camera.
Yeah, they don't put you out, but you just local.
You can be sedated though. You could be out of it. Like
you can be.
Oh, I want to be out. You gonna stick a camera up there and shut me down. Shut me down, bro.
You don't want to look
inside there? Factory reset.
You want to see? You want to see what's up in them guts?
I don't want to see.
Like, look at that.
Look up in them guts.
Look at that polyp right there. You see that polyp? I mean, put me the fuck to sleep.
Put me asleep, bro. Put me asleep. Just leave that shit like that. No.
Look, you can see what your insides look like. Man, put me the fuck to sleep. Like,
put me down, bro.
I'm looking.
No, don't show me no pictures. You know what? Let me rephrase that. If he says, I'll be like, how was it? Oh, you was all good. Cool. Now you can show me some pictures.
Nah.
If you say some shit,
I don't want to
see.
Come on,
you don't want to know what your insides look like?
How clean. No, look at how clean it is right here. I don't want to see what that. Man, you see how this? The average person, when they have problems, is inflamed right here. But yours is squeaky clean. You see how this? I don't want to. I don't want the play-by-play, doctor. Just
you don't want to see this?
Tell me I'm good.
It's your own. It's your own ass.
Nah.
You don't want to know what you look like on the inside.
Nah. We all thinking.
It's not really great information to have like visually.
So we all thinking pink.
What's up? How's your week, dog?
We haven't even got to the weeks yet.
How's your week?
We have it?
No, I just finished mine.
No. My week was
anyway.
Just preparing to go back to this place.
Hell yeah. Back in there. Right there. You happy, right?
No.
You happy, right? Why?
Go make this 170.
Yeah, go get that 170, dog. Get that Lambo, pull up.
Okay.
Nigga, you bought a
Get the Lambo. Get that Dior shirt on. Get those glasses that ain't even came out yet. Ask the customer if he can deliver the rest of these boxes for you.
Was that one of y'all who posted that?
I did go back and I asked the mechanic if I can have custom 30s on my tractor though. I want to stand out.
Then the mechanic said, "I make no 175."
I said, I don't see. I feel like we got spinners in the budget.
Spinners, bring them back, huh?
Other than that,
man.
It's just a normal week, man.
You getting back to the routine? You ain't happy about it?
No.
Get in the rig?
No, man.
Fuck it, you don't pull. You guys got the thing for real?
No, don't.
Nah,
we got regular horns. Regular.
I've got
regular
white ass horns.
Oh, it's not a loud. It's like
I've gotten accustomed to not using them.
Chilling. Oh yeah, that's true.
I use an alarm, but it's not for go to work.
For the kids? I mean, I have been using an alarm
at 5 a.m.
I have been using an alarm.
I still go at that time.
I have been using an alarm to get Phoenix up for school, but other than that, now. Yeah, that's it. 100-year-week. My
week was awesome.
Was it?
Yeah. Just the way situations turned out. Everything was nice. My son is about to come to town in the next couple of weeks, and I'm really looking forward to it.
You mean your doppelganger?
His doppelganger.
Yeah, right.
No, he got hair. His son still got hair, though.
Like I said, there's no way Hell Hunter could be like, that ain't Mike.
Yeah.
That's you. That's you, player.
Yeah.
You sent that where you got that one story where he was is he podcast or he was live streaming, and I was like, nigga, that's Hunter. That's Hunter right there. Shit, like chill, man. I think I'm at peace with not being at work, and I dread the time coming where I have to do the countdown that Maurice is on. Shit, like I don't want to do none of that shit.
You don't want to get in the rig neither?
Nah.
The only thing I'm looking forward to is get my paychecks back on schedule.
Yeah, other than that, I'm not interested in I'm not interested in the politics or none of that shit.
You don't like being like around non-driving ass niggas on the freeway?
Road rage and entitled ass customers.
I'm about to be a hermit.
Don't even talk to me about that one. Oh, you guys don't have to talk to them, do you?
Sometimes, yeah, when they expect that you this and they telling you some bullshit about what they expect you to do and how long they expect you to wait and shit like that. And you're like,
I'm already know I'm gonna
nah.
go back and like, well, you know, the other driver, he was doing. I said, well, I'm not doing none of that shit, man. Let me tell you. Let me show you how it's about to go.
That's my favorite.
I'm back.
Well,
I'm back.
So did this.
Well, I'm back, and let me show you how this is gonna go. I ain't doing.
I like when you can get a lie off on them. You just tell them some bullshit, and they're just like, "Yeah, that makes sense." I'm like, that was all a lie.
Well, let's get.
I hate when they do that. Well, you know, the normal driver. Well, I'm actually the normal driver, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh, you are? Yeah.
Oh shit.
So what lie are you gonna tell me now? Because I'm the normal driver. I just haven't been here for a while. But before that, it wasn't like that. Oh.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. The rigs. Big rig nigs. Hey.
That would be a dope concept for something, but I don't think it's appropriate.
No.
Because somebody's going to try to say it and be like, look, you can't say that shit. Well, why are you going to do it if we can't say it?
Hey, aren't you one of those big rig niggas?
Well, why can you say it and we can't?
Yeah.
It's bro. I hate that song.
Alrighty. First topic is, what are the things that you stand for that no one can budge you on your stance on? No matter what.
My values. What I value.
Which are?
Family first. Then money.
I've been playing a lot of Carter 2 lately. Have anybody else been playing the Carter 2 lately?
I've been listening to a lot of oldies.
I've been listening to Taylor Swift. Midnight.
I believe it.
No, I'm not even kidding.
I know he's not kidding. I believe it.
I didn't know there's some cuts. But you said morals, right?
Yeah,
things you
stand on, like things that no one can budge, no matter. You'll go to fucking war and back and to the grave with these stands.
Let me think on that. I'm trying to think.
I was the same way, Kevin. I can't think of anything that I would hold my true self to, no matter what. Yeah.
I hold my ground.
You could be swayed.
Huh?
So you could be swayed.
Well, you know, what it is
Bye.
I realize we're not perfect, you know, and there's things that, you know, situations and scenarios that might make it a little different. So I stay open. I don't have
put it this way. Is there things that life experiences that you've lived through that when you going through that life experience, you realize this is what I've realized or deducted from what I've lived through. And now that you have that belief because of what you lived through, you're like, this is what it is to death. Like, I just understand that this is to be true till death.
Yeah, I can't think of anything that I can say that about. You know? I really can't, you know? Because to me, you know, gosh, you know, you can be hardcore or something, and there's literally something out there that is possible.
But you have to have unshakable things to your core. That's how you hold your integrity. So your
like what? Because I understand where Hunter's coming from.
Your personal values and your beliefs.
Like what?
Those can change over things.
Like your sense of right and wrong.
Let me give an example on that then. Like, what about people who ain't changing on things like sexuality? Hard lines. People have hard lines.
You cut out.
Things soften them up and change them. Like that's what.
Well, I'm more or less saying like, if you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. So if, like Hunter, for instance, like when we had the conversation about even what we talk about, what the UPS's takes on what they were trying to do with making it so public, and him saying, "I don't give a fuck," what that's a stance. That's going to be his stance.
Yeah,
because he believes in that moment.
Because that's where I think he's coming from, is like it can change. Like, so, and I think you're just asking like basically what it is like right now. Yeah.
Yeah, because like if I believe Hunter till death will believe, fuck what anybody else got to say about how I live my life. Like, because that's, since I've known Hunter, he hasn't swayed on that belief. Like, he's going to do what he feels regardless of what people say. That's not popular opinion. That's not a common. And you're like, fuck what you have to say about it, because you're not going to, the caskets don't have bump beds. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I'm going to live regardless of what the fuck you feel.
Yeah, it's just hard because I can't think of anything specific. That's a situation where you be in like people trying to just push you, and like motherfuckers who like know me. They're like, it don't matter how hard you push, it's not going to happen. Like, you can tell right now that motherfucker, he's not doing it, so it's not going to happen.
That's people say it was my most annoying quality, because they're like, nigga, I can say this and Andy's not going to budge on this take at all. Like, I don't give a fuck anybody says. I don't.
Oh, and I would definitely back that up. Andy does not budge on his shit.
Because when people bring, so-and-so feels like this, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck what they think. Like,
but that's him believing in his belief. You're not gonna.
Well, no, to me, there's a difference between beliefs and views. I mean, if that's your beliefs, that's your belief.
Your views can change. Your beliefs are embedded in you.
So right, and that's
I don't know if that's true neither. For people change their beliefs, they do.
They do.
Some people's beliefs are just wrong, and they stand on them, and then they get older. Shit, I was wrong. Like, I was like,
that's why when you were talking about it, I was like, you got any kind of examples, really? Because I mean, to me, you're going to stand, you're going to move. I mean, being as humans, we have to learn to adapt and move to different things. I don't think there's anything in your core that you would stand through from.
Because like even like what Maurice says, like family first is. I'm a hardcore belief in that. Like, my family.
Yeah, but what family you're talking? Because you guys always talk about there's family that you be like, fuck them.
No, I'm talking about. I don't believe in. If you don't
I'm talking
see me,
about the people.
I'm talking about my kids.
I'm talking about my wife and my daughter.
So let's take it to that scenario that we was talking about on the last podcast, where say they try to kill you. That's gonna change your. That might change your belief.
Is it all of them? Or just I'm just saying.
Is
it like a group effort?
Right? You know what I'm saying?
But you're talking about
if the whole family plotted against you, you did a lot.
You're talking about a hypothetical. I'm talking about in the reality I live in now. My family comes first.
That's right. My
wife, my daughter come first, and odds are that's not going to change. It's a very slim chance that I believe my wife or my daughter will try to kill me.
I get that.
Right. But I mean, the fact that it still can happen. You're not holding.
Yes.
Right. There's something that can do it. That's why when you say what you're going to hold down to that won't change, I can't think of anything, because there's always something that might be able to change.
You're saying that the only thing that doesn't change is change.
What about your health?
What do you mean?
Investing in your health, being healthy.
I don't do that.
Can that change?
Can that change?
I'm talking about as far as your belief in it, because unless they tell us something different, which I doubt they ever do. If you constantly say, you know what, I'm going to walk 30 minutes a day, or I'm going to do whatever, or I'm going to try to eat healthier for longevity or whatever, does that something you could stay hardcore on and say, you know what, my health is my wealth?
Some people can, some people can't.
But I was going to say some people just...
I'm saying is that one of the ones, because you're using examples of suddenly the family trying to kill him. Now he changes his belief on that. But like,
the only reason that's being said is because it's like, to have a hard line that can't be swayed means it can't be swayed. And I'm like, it's tough for me to believe things that can't change. I always feel like there's something that can change.
Right.
Even if I have a hard line right now.
Yeah, you can have a hard line now. You might not have a hard line in the future.
Because I feel like even a hard line for me, for example, is I'm always going to feel strongly about what my dad taught me or raised me with. So I'm going to have that hard belief in family just because of how he raised me. So I don't think that can be swayed. because the things he's instilled in me, I don't think would be swayed.
But you see, as you say, you don't think that, and that's what I'm saying. I was like, I don't believe I would change things, but there's things that happen where it's like where I thought this way when I was younger. I was tripping thinking that type of shit. Like, I don't know. I guess I don't know.
Because I always say think because it's to a degree, because there's certain things that he might have instilled in me that economically or something like that on how to, as a man to come up, that I can be swayed on. But I'm saying as far as my take on what I deem important can't be swayed as far as that. The only way it could be swayed is like your example of if they try to kill me. But even then, I don't know. It might be a confliction. I don't know until I actually deal with it. I might literally still be like, I still love them even though they try to kill me. Like,
and that's why I don't like to say that there's something that it's not gonna happen.
Right. No.
Granted,
as I always say, nothing is absolute. So
yeah, granted, the odds of some of these things happening, very slim.
Right.
Very slim.
Death is absolute.
That's what I said. Death is absolute.
On here, you mean just death, like
death
of itself?
We're all gonna die at some point.
Yeah, I got you on that.
Well, as of now.
I don't think they're gonna make you live forever.
Time ain't lost yet.
No, right? No, but yeah, I can't think of anything I'm a hard line on right now. I might be a hard line on it right now. I might can change in the future. I might have been a hard line on something before and I've changed. I get where you're coming from, but I
Popeye's biscuit.
I can't think of anything though. That's because
like to me, absolutely, family doing whatever I got for them. Shit at work was like certain things. I'm like, I'm not doing that. Like, I'll quit. Like, there's shit like that. I guess I don't know. Like, I'm not a puppet or something like that. But
yeah, like I said, if you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. That's a take on that. Like, if you know for your job is trying to be unsafe or do something that they expect you to kind of like, you're gonna be like, nigga, I'm not doing that. I don't care what you tell me. I'm not crossing that line. Like,
I'm not gonna do that. Like, people want you to do it. So and so. Like, so I'm not, I guess I don't know.
The only hard line I could see that I can say right now off the top of my head is like, if you like somebody would say, would you kiss another guy if you was a guy? You're like, fuck no. You probably more likely would never sway on a situation like that.
If we talking about that, we just had that conversation like because somebody was asking.
Hold on. You gotta when it comes out, you gotta give me details.
Well, I'm still. Let's not forget the
details of kissing a man. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, give it. He said he didn't say a man. He said a guy.
You remember percentage?
Right now, if you tell me right now that I can get $1 million for kissing the guy, I would gladly walk up and kiss my brother on his forehead.
Yeah, but you ain't your brother. You know,
I'm just throwing that out there.
Huh?
Palm Springs.
What about Palm Springs?
You
pay for percentages?
Hey, I guess you could be swayed. Then you can be swayed, huh?
Yeah, no, that wasn't my hard line. That's his.
I'm just saying it's.
But because they did the whole, the sucking dick and shit, and I'm just like, y'all are wild, man. Like, you would suck dick for money, like you're forever the dick sucking.
You never live that down. You're a millionaire, but you suck the dick for.
Yeah, this house is the dick sucking house, like. Like that was. I guess that's
people that don't mind.
That's my heart. See, that's a bad fucking reference to use for that.
But some people don't mind. You can't even sway them on that. You be like, but you did. Hey, but I got this fucking house. I don't give a fuck what you say. You're like, but you sucked dick for it. They be like, and you're like, oh, okay, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean,
one guy, Jesse, was like, I'll kill him, and nobody will know. I was like, you $65 million public spectacle. They gonna let the world know, and then you still got to live with it.
Yeah, so hard lines are hard. I can't think of anything.
That's what she said.
Sucking dick. That's my hard
line. Kevin's hard line right there.
It's always a no.
Really,
There's
Kevin?
no swaying in that one, right?
No swaying in that one.
Really? Even for $1 billion? $1
billion, I'll just be, I'll be at the same rate I'm at. Fuck it. Fuck it. What am I gonna do with $1 billion? I still put a dick
What
in
you
my
gonna
mouth.
do with $1 billion? That don't do shit. That's not life changing.
Maybe you get a new mouth.
But you know how
buy
much.
a new mouth.
But not a new brain. Can't get a new brain. I
Oh
won't be able to
shit.
sleep.
Well, maybe by then you might be able to. For $1 billion.
It's just so close.
Get out.
He's like, just don't slap me in the face with it.
Don't go too far, man. Why you do that? Why you do that?
Y'all wildin'.
Why you do that?
Y'all wildin'. That's why I'm out.
Fuck. Shit. Okay.
So to our listeners out there, let us know what your hard line is.
Pause.
Oh shit. Okay. This is a long one. That's what she said.
Ooh.
It's a Reddit story. It is I am at wit's end with my 10-year-old son.
Uh-oh.
I'm at wit's end with my son. He's in 4th grade, and we struggle so much to get him in to do practically anything. He'll be in school, and we'll just stare at his paper instead of doing the work. He'll come home and stare at the homework for 3+ hours before he actually does anything. I have constantly reminded him to do his work for anything to get done. I'll sit down with him and to help him without giving him the answers, but we'll still be up for hours trying to complete the homework. Like, I don't know why I'm laughing, but this is funny to me. He constantly argues with me and constantly tries to change the subject from something other than work or chores. He always tries to get out of doing anything, school, homework, and the back talk from him, it's insane. I try so hard to bite my tongue and to be gentle with him, but a lot of times I have to walk away and compose myself because the way he talks and behaves is just so frustrating. The breaking point was today. I got a note from his teacher saying during his test he came to her to ask the desk and asked if he could turn it in. She looked at the paper.
You want me to read it? Are you going to make it through?
Fuck. All right. He could tell. Okay, he turned it in. She looked at the paper. Could tell it wasn't done. She informed him that he still had time to finish the test, and he said he didn't want to. That he was done, and she took the paper and gave him an F. Both of his teachers and I are at a loss for words to do or what to do. We give him rewards when he makes good choices. We congratulate him constantly on his hard work. We sit down and help him, and his teachers even give him extended time on his test to be sure he finished. I feel so defeated. Since he was born, I put the fuck so hard. All right, I feel so defeated since he was born. I put everything into learning how to help him, teach him ways to learn that'll work for him, learn different parenting styles than what I was used to growing up with. I'm just completely exhausted. I'm exhausted from him arguing with me. I'm exhausted from him giving me reasons why he shouldn't or couldn't do the work. I'm exhausted from having to constantly ask him to do this or that. I'm at a loss. Maybe I'm just venting because I actually need advice on how to help my son and myself. I'm not sure anymore. I didn't hear ass whooping in that once.
Yeah, that's all I heard was like, oh, you just walked out? You just walked away?
all I was going to say is you're going to have to take that kid to get some therapy. Something's going on with him.
He's smart.
He's smart.
I'm telling you what's happening, though. She doesn't want to spank him because she's like, that's how I was raised. And I'm like, oh, he knows.
Yeah, he knows. He's not stupid.
He's pushing
everything he's showing. I said you can show in the choices he's making. He's not stupid. He just knows what to get away with.
Yeah.
He doesn't believe any consequences in his actions. Like
she just walks away instead of like
the back talk part.
Yeah, reprimanding him or nothing. She just happens. So this is what you get.
I want to know where's the father. Where's the father at?
He ain't there. It don't sound like it. But
well, it sounds like she should send him to his father if that's
well, we don't know the situation. He could be dead. We don't know. So,
but the thing is, staring at the paper for 3 hours, I'm like, he knows exactly what the fuck he's doing.
But 3 hours, she gave him too much grace.
Yeah, like you just
You stared at him for 3 hours?
Yeah, like what the fuck is going on? I start picturing it, and it made me laugh because I could just see. So are you gonna do anything? And you just.
I was laughing at his little badass in class though, where he's like,
right,
his test ain't done. Like, yeah, no, whatever. Like, damn.
Now
That's funny.
I didn't catch it. How old is he? Did they say?
4. He's 4th grade, so it's 10.
10.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a very rebellion age too.
Yeah, and that's where I've heard with single moms talking about raising boys. That's where they got to jump in and change up, and that's when they got to. We ain't homies. We ain't sitting here like.
You can't be their best friends.
Yeah, like.
And you can't be like, well, I try to reward them. It's like, nah.
I don't want to spank him. It's like, he's going to walk over you.
You got it. Discipline is.
And then you got to be in the street, like, squaring up with him or nothing like that.
Sometimes you might.
She might. With him right now, she might.
You might have to put the nigga on Front Street. Like, hey,
you better win, though. Like, because he sounds like he might win.
You say squaring up in the street, and I still remember when my mom beating my ass in the front yard. And then what I remember, my mom beating my ass, and then people driving by honking the horn.
Yeah. They was like, hell yeah, get his ass.
Whatever the reason was, I'm pretty sure your ass deserved it.
It was like, yes, whoop
right?
his ass.
I remember that. She's out there grabbing me. You know how they grab you by the hand, hold you up, and she's just hitting the shit out of me. And people just literally driving down the street going, baby, hell yeah. I'm like,
that's a good one. Holding you up in the.
What did you do? What did you do?
We talked about it on a podcast before.
So refresh our memories. What did you do?
I broke in somebody's house.
Okay, as I said, you deserved that ass whooping.
Was one of those people honking the horn with the house you broke in?
No, that was just people who were just driving by and seeing that was my mom was beating my butt.
They probably
his ass.
That little bad motherfucker.
They weren't people nobody knew.
You probably had did some shit. On their property too. They was happy your ass was getting your ass whooped.
No, we lived off like a main street. You know, it's a main traffic street, so it was always kind of.
Oh, so the whole city.
I just remember, and I remember at least 2 to 3 cars driving by just honking.
Yeah,
like beat him, discipline him.
What a girl needs to do.
No.
Well, maybe not in the street because she going to CPS if she do that, but.
Yeah, because back then they didn't call CPS on your ass.
The way he acted, she going to CPS if he touch him because he gonna go.
Hey, we're going to revert back to a couple podcasts back. Get you a sock and some oranges. No, believe it was pennies. But we'll go oranges since he's 10.
No, just beat him in the night, huh?
Let him have it once.
I mean, I guess we could say, do you think it's a lack of motivation?
Sure.
I just know he's
10 years old, you ain't going to be motivated to. There's not a whole lot, like, there's kids that are, but it's like there's a lot of kids that ain't.
I said that because maybe he's getting things that he don't deserve.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if he's not acting accordingly to your standards, why are you still providing him with things such as what do kids have, tablets and phones and?
I was gonna say things like food and water, but
you gotta give him food and water.
Yeah,
you ain't gotta give him no snacks, but you gotta at least give him.
And they gotta be like, yeah,
he's gonna get that dry ass unflavored food. No, you gotta earn flavor.
I mean, you're right, because
the whole reason with that I wouldn't do it. And then I have to cook it.
I mean, you can make them just straight oatmeal from like the oats, like no butter, no season, just water and oatmeal.
If you can't break a 10-year-old, you really
look damn horse.
That is true. You could play that. Because it's like you keep acting like this. This is how you gonna jail.
You're gonna end up in
you be eating oatmeal, green bologna.
Yeah, if you can't break a 10-year-old, if you can't break them, then there's something else going on with you. There might be some things on her side.
I was trying to make Dr. Seuss come to life.
This motherfucker, I'm with you, Mo. Did you say break it like a horse?
Yes. He's not a horse. You don't break. You can't break no child.
Yes, you can.
Walk them around the yard every once in a while.
I get the urge that, or I get the sense that there's no male figure in this kid's life.
No, I don't feel that you need to have a male figure. Is there a disciplinary in the house? I don't think there is that though. You don't always got to have.
There's not even a grandfather or uncle.
You don't, you don't have to have a male figure to have that. Like I said, it's a disciplinary. It either be a man or woman. There's no discipline. It sounds like more than anything. Like you said, there's no consequence for his actions, and he knows this by now. He's 10 years old.
I'm just venting.
Mm-hmm. You don't have to have a male figure. I mean, I was raised by a single mom, and I didn't have a male figure, and I still was.
It helps. It helps.
Don't get me wrong. It helps. It helps. But I mean, again, it sounds more like a discipline issue. He's 10. He's rebellion. He's going to push back. He's going to hit all your fucking buttons because he knows how to.
So did you guys get that she was a female from what? Just assumption, or was there something in the post? Because I didn't see anything that said.
I thought.
There you go. It could have been
at the beginning. It was.
We assumed.
Ages.
I
think we assumed.
Mm-hmm. It could have been a dad talking. You're right about that. It could very well could have been a guy talking about it.
Her username is Pristine Zebra. I'm pretty sure it's a female.
That's not a safe assumption. Pristine Zebra.
It's pristine and spelled just like Christine. So I'm assuming it's a.
So even if this is a male, this is.
But I think the connection to the brain was this has to be a single mother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean that's the default when we hear things like that. I mean personally, I think there's a no discipline issue.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought white woman issues or they was typing.
Woman. It's a woman.
I'm at my wit's end.
Mm-hmm.
Confirmed it's a woman.
Where?
I went to the actual post on the profile.
Oh, okay.
Damn, dog. You better read your browser history.
I'll put it like this. I put it like this. In a few years, when you guys start having 10-year-olds, let's see how this goes.
Oh,
we believe in the Spartan kick around here.
Who? One of these girls? All right.
I'm just talking about the pushback when they get into that age.
I get pushed back now. She's 6.
I'm a 14-year-old that lives here, so.
Right. Yeah. That 10.
I don't understand why you have to do this. Doesn't mean you don't have to understand.
Yeah.
You'll find understanding in your older years.
Yeah, they don't understand that shit at all. They be looking at you like, shut up.
I don't think there's no consequence for the action thing going on.
No.
There's no what we talked about a couple pods ago. There's no structure. He doesn't have proper structure around.
Argues with her and she walks away.
Right. Which tells him he's the winner.
He's the alpha in the house.
Yeah.
Look, I peed in the toilet. Oh, I should get a gift. No, you're 10. That's what you're supposed to like. I'm just assuming treats for things that he should just do. And she's treating him as if he should be rewarded for them. Because she said we reward him for when he does good, right?
Yeah.
I would take him to Goodwill. I would pick out the most old, ratchet-looking clothes and make him wear that shit every day to school.
You're going to embarrass him?
Yes, I would embarrass the shit out of him. When he comes home, right into your bedroom. Your dinner is going to be whatever meal you hate the most. That's what you're going to be eating.
Really?
And if you her, he going to lay the paws on you.
He like, hey, that's one of those kids that come back and kill their parents.
He needs to take care of that now because at 10, at some point he's going to get big. I don't know what size he is, but you know what I'm saying? It's going to be at a point where he knows. He already knows.
It's you have to take care of that now because at that age of 14, 15, they'll start falling into really the wrong circles.
Running around.
Run into those wrong circles.
And you might lose them.
Yep. You know.
So discipline. However people take that, that's how you take that.
Break them fools.
So again, I say water from the hose, oatmeal. Make them earn flavor. Make them earn flavor and be like, oh, you want water without all those minerals and shit from the outside tap. You have to earn that, player. I'm gonna see some good grades, some better attitude.
You want milk in your cereal? You better get some A's.
And then it's not gonna even be that good shit. It's gonna be like that generic Captain Crunch shit that cuts the roof of your mouth.
Nah, you being too nice. You get that Wick Raisin Bran.
There you go. Hey,
the
Raisin Bran with water.
Oof.
You got to earn your milk.
Oof. That's concrete. But something has to be done.
Starts the shit out your clothes. So now you're walking around here with your fucking legs being cut up by these hard ass pants.
Damn, how bad is that kid? That teacher just didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Right.
You know
that right there.
Don't worry about it.
That's the thing that gets me right there more than anything. When he even did that to the teacher, was like, nah, I don't care. That right there is
that shows no respect for authority in general.
Mm-hmm.
Where does he get that at? I wonder. In his house.
His mother walks away.
Yeah. She just walks away. Like, that's insane. Was it pristine unicorn? Is that what it was?
Pristine zebra.
Zebra. I'm sorry. Unicorn.
I guess with a name pristine, and kind of what it is.
You're gonna have to whoop them.
I
mean, like a thorough ass whooping.
Yeah.
The whole whooping thing, I was all for it. The older I get, I realize it doesn't need to happen.
This kid needs something. Yeah.
He does need discipline. It don't have to be, hands on.
No, she might have to whoop him one good time right now, and then.
Especially if it's something she'd never done.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
you got like drastic change where you're like, oh shit, she never done this to me before. You need the fear of God, and I'm like, oh.
At the time, I wanted to smack my grandson for saying something. I wanted to come to smack him, but I realized I can't do that. But yeah, it basically just checking them, letting them know, hey, you ain't pulling that shit. Yep, you do sometimes have to, but I don't know.
Curious to see how that'll go after all these years of nothing.
Right. That's what I was going to say. The problem is that you start this when they're young. You don't wait till they're 10 to try to correct their behavior. You need to correct behaviors like this from birth. Right. Before they develop their full personalities and their sense of entitlement.
It's like Martin said, I know it sounds crazy, but it's true. Like, you gotta almost establish that little bit of something. Like, don't have to be fear, but like, where you could just give that look.
Authority.
Like, oh, shit.
Authority.
Oh, shit. Oh, okay.
That when they talk about, they talk about that dad look, even though,
Yeah.
Yeah.
My daughter knows when shit's serious, and she when she sees the face, she shuts it down.
Oh, nah, I got a line presser. Oh, she be pressing. Like, get your ass over, and then I have to do the whole 5-second countdown, but that's something. Because she'll come back. Like, no, once you get to 1.
See, the thing is, Kevin, I'll stop the countdown.
Yeah.
So now I tell her, I'm not going to count down no more. You just going to get a consequence. I don't say you're going to get in trouble. I say you get the consequence. This is happening because of your actions. So now, if she don't listen, I just say, so, hey, guess what? Like the other day, I said, guess what? You can't watch TV in your room until Monday.
Yeah.
What? I said, keep going. You're going to lose your iPad next. So it's like, the thing is like, I'm not going to sit here and continue to warn you, because out in the real world, you don't get a bunch of warnings. You don't get a bunch of chances. I'm going to tell you the first time, and then from here on out, it's just going to be a consequence. Mm-hmm. But you have to have that structure, so because you don't want your kids to go out in the world and disrespect anybody else,
or have to learn the world so drastically, I guess, because he takes this outside in the world, somebody's just gonna fuck him up.
Yeah. Or you're gonna end up in prison saying, "It turns out I can't do that."
Yeah. So it's like you try to avoid those harsh realities.
You're gonna be in prison, staying late in class, finish that test because you want to go back to the dorm.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess you better take heed to that. Think about real life consequences. Because we took a 10-year-old boy to jail. That was weird as fuck. And they do it. So.
Next topic. When tempted by outside influences, in quotes, woman, how do you handle it?
What do you mean tempted? Like, damn, look at that ass?
I don't know, but maybe temptation, like as far as what, Hunter? What do you mean, like them trying to holler at you, kind of shit?
Yeah, when somebody has an interest in you, and how do you go about, pushing that away or dealing with it, and
Bitch, I'm married. What are you doing?
I let them know I have a wife. I have a wife.
Okay, and what did they say? They don't care, and they still keep pushing.
Exit that scenario.
We don't communicate anymore.
Mm-hmm. Now, are you gonna?
This is about having boundaries. No. You set your boundaries. Like the first topic, you set your boundary, which is your hard line, and you stand firm in that shit.
But that's what I'm saying. When somebody pushes, how do you go about handling it? In that situation.
What do you mean? You exit that scenario. What's the fuck? Someone gonna hold me down?
You don't let it get. You don't let it get to the point to where they feel they have a chance.
No. Well, that's why I get that part. What I'm trying to say, what I'm saying is when they still don't care.
You don't talk to them anymore.
Yeah.
If they don't care, they don't respect you, or they don't respect you, your marriage or your relationship or your situation. There's no respect, and that just shows you they're just out to see what they can gain. So that should instantly make you not want to deal with them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get that. As I say, it's just you see. I was watching a show and it just kind of made me think of that. When that kind of situation comes up, how do you actually handle it? When you see things on TV, they don't really go into the no part. You know what I mean?
What do you mean? No.
Well, on the shows they don't go. They don't take that hard line of
For me, as a married man, the best thing I can do is not put myself in those situations.
No, I mean that's the only way to even do anything is try to avoid a situation. But I mean, sometimes you're in a situation where it can happen, and you're like, no, I'm married, blah blah blah, and that person can be like, oh, blah blah, and they, talk, and like you said, you got to hold that hard line, But you just, how do you deal with it? Do you just, have words? Do you have?
You don't respond. Like you say what you say, and if they don't heed to you the first time, you just stop responding. You cut them off. It's that simple.
I mean, I agree.
No.
Absolutely.
No.
You do like that mama did, and you walk away.
But I mean, if it's somebody that's always in, even as a person that you have to deal with on like a daily or a couple times a week in a situation,
Deal with them how?
Like say it was a vendor. You had a vendor and they come to your spot and they refill whatever machines you have or anything like that, and that happens. I mean, you can take yourself from the situation, but I mean, if it progresses, what do you do?
Okay. Well, here's the thing. They're a vendor coming to your spot. So you tell them this: we're going to keep this professional, and if you cannot keep this professional, I will call your superior and complain about you. You'll have a different route come next week.
Yeah. No. Like I said, it was a show we was watching. I'm just like, why you just, why can't you just really say no or just look at it and deal with it? But
because I get it, because we live in, this is 2023, and a lot of people don't care that you're married.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care that you're married. They don't care that you got kids.
Right.
Some of these people can be highly aggressive and give two fucks.
And like you said, in that same token, you have to take an aggressive stance back at it too. You know, as I like to say, close that fucking door all the way. Don't leave it cracked. You know, when you shut that door, shut it. You know.
Yeah.
You know, it was just
exit the scenario. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can't really exit, you know, because of
that's exiting it. Yeah.
You know, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess you could say that. You're just taking it out of it. You know. But yeah, like I said, it's something that popped in my head. I don't, you know, topics. Ever since we don't talk so much, it's gotten kind of weird sometimes. You know.
Why?
Because with things we used to talk about, well, you know, flair things. Now I kind of just depend on TV to certain situations or things. And the show I was watching, I was like, no, motherfucker, just say no and keep on pushing.
Was this a TV or reality show?
TV.
Because they got to sensationalize shit too.
Oh yeah, reality shows. Yeah, it's just a TV.
Yeah,
you know.
So I feel like it's not that hard to say no.
You know, you would think so, but there's a lot of people that have a hard time saying no.
Well, I don't think they have a hard time saying no. I just think that the situation always arrives in a situation in which they may not be, secure in their current situation. Because temptation has a habit of being the most present when you're at your weakest.
Yeah. That's why when you guys see me, I don't talk. You know, keep your head down. You know, I'd rather be known for an asshole than known for anything else.
You are.
I'm glad, and I'll gladly keep that reputation too.
I'm keeping it going for you.
No.
Jack Rabbit Slim. Oh, Jack Rabbit Slim over there.
With that being said, this has been episode 111 of the Heavyweight Podcast. Again, signing off, Stud McFly, with these three guys. Go ahead and state your name one more time.
King Beanpole.
We have a coworker that goes by that.
Really?
Yeah, his name we call him Beanpole.
Oh.
Yeah. Shout out to Ken. That's your boy Molito Grouch.
No. And they call me Hunter. Fucking Kevin.
Like, subscribe, share, comment.
All that.
Again, if you're a female podcaster and you're trying to be a part of a podcast, holla at us.
And don't forget the soap on the rope inside the sock. You won't leave marks. Also,
is that it? So do you want to leave a disclaimer on this?
The thoughts of Molito or Molitos alone. We do not condone any domestic abuse, domestic violence.
Ladies, go down to your bank, get you a couple roll of quarters, get you about
$40
in quarters. Put that in the gym sock.
That's
we do not condone any domestic abuse, domestic violence. And we love you and rock with you.
Whoop his ass.
Again,
get them quarters.
The thoughts of Molito or Molito alone. We don't believe in any domestic abuse or domestic violence.
Defend yourself at all costs.
You and love you.
Peace.
Till next time.
Peace.
It's a wrap. That's all she wrote, folks. Thanks for tuning in once again. You can check us out on all streaming platforms. Click like, subscribe, leave some comments. You know what I'm saying? Is it Monday yet? Hello. Every Monday you got new episodes, so tune in. Have a blessed one.